Imagine waking up every day with a quiet fire in your soul. No alarm clock, no hustle, just purpose. A reason to move, breathe, laugh, live. That reason, in Japan, is called Ikigai. And the people who live by it? They often forget to die. Welcome to the Bookkeeper, where wisdom from books becomes a life you actually want to live. Today, we slow down. Just a little. Because this isn't a book about getting rich or getting ahead. It's about staying alive, in the truest sense. Written by Héctor García and Francesc Miralles, Ikigai. The Japanese secret to a long and happy life unpacks the mystery behind Japan's healthiest, happiest people. And their secret isn't a superfood or a supplement. It's something much deeper, something we all crave. So take a deep breath. This episode could change how you see your entire life. Chapter 1. The Village That Forgot to Die. In the tiny Japanese island of Okinawa, particularly in a town called Ogimi, there are more centenarians than anywhere else on Earth. Not only do people there live well past 100, they dance, garden, laugh, and thrive. Their secret? It's not just diet or exercise, it's a word. Ikigai. Ikigai. Your reason for being. It's the intersection where your passions, talents, values, and the world's needs come together. They don't retire. They don't rush. They don't isolate. They wake up with a reason to live, even if it's small. Tending a bonsai, cooking for the grandkids, practicing calligraphy. Purpose, not pressure, keeps them going. And that's what this book is all about. Chapter 2. What is Ikigai? So, what exactly is Ikigai? It's not a goal. It's not a job title. It's a feeling, a sense of meaning, even in the smallest moments. The authors describe it through 4 overlapping circles. What you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, what you can be paid for. Where all 4 meet, that's your Ikigai. But here's the twist. Ikigai doesn't have to be grand. It can be modest, even invisible to others. For one person, it might be painting. For another, it might be making the perfect bowl of ramen. For a grandmother in Ogimi, it's teaching her great-grandkids an old folk song. It's not about impressing the world. It's about feeling alive inside. Chapter 3. The Art of Staying Young While Growing Old. Here's a radical idea. In Ogimi, there's no word for retirement. Because when you have Ikigai, you don't stop working. You just keep doing what gives your life meaning. Work becomes life, not labor. The book breaks down the daily habits of centenarians in Okinawa, and the patterns are clear. They eat slowly and never to full capacity, the 80% rule. They walk or garden daily. They stay socially connected, and they never stop having a purpose. These aren't hacks, they're philosophies. A quiet rhythm of doing small things with great love. In the West, we chase success and retirement. In Okinawa, they chase connection and contribution. Every single day. Chapter 4. Anti-Aging Secrets from the World's Healthiest People. What if I told you that your body starts to age faster when you stop being useful? Science backs this up. The book connects longevity to a blend of low-stress lifestyles, natural movement, not gym workouts, but daily motion, strong community ties, a sense of spiritual calm, and yes, Ikigai. One Okinawan woman, 102 years old, wakes up every day to feed stray cats. That's it. That's her reason to live. And guess what? Her blood pressure is perfect. The lesson? A joyful life keeps the cells healthy. It's not about age. It's about attitude and alignment. Chapter 5. Flow, the secret ingredient. Flow is that magical state where time vanishes and you're fully immersed in what you're doing. Ever painted for hours and didn't realize it? That's flow. Got lost in writing, building, dancing, solving a puzzle? That's flow. Ikigai lives inside flow. The more flow you feel, the more Ikigai you find. And the more Ikigai you live, the longer and happier you stay. The book explains that people with strong Ikigai spend more time in flow states. They love what they do so much. They lose track of everything else. No distractions, no burnout, just pure presence. Want to find your Ikigai? Start by finding your flow triggers. Chapter 6. Finding your Ikigai. A personal map. Here's where it gets practical. The authors walk you through a quiet process to uncover your Ikigai. Ask yourself, what makes me forget to eat or check my phone? What would I still do even if no one paid me? What do people thank me for? What did I love doing as a child, before the world told me who to be? Your answers might surprise you, and they might lead you to a passion you've buried for years. The goal isn't perfection, it's alignment. When your days match your values, joy follows. When you give your time to what lights you up, your life expands. That's Ikigai. Chapter 7. Little Things, Big Life. One of the most touching chapters is about rituals. The authors share how Okinawans treasure even the smallest daily acts. Sharing tea with a neighbor, watering plants with full attention, preparing meals slowly, with gratitude. These aren't chores. They're moments of mindfulness, tiny acts that stitch a meaningful life together. In a world rushing toward more, Ikigai invites you to savor enough. Maybe that's the real secret. Not chasing happiness, but noticing it, hiding in plain sight. Chapter 8. Don't fill your calendar. Fill your soul. Modern life is obsessed with productivity. But Okinawans, they're obsessed with purpose. They rarely multitask. They don't glorify being busy. They do one thing at a time, fully. The book gently reminds us, busyness is not the same as meaning. And doing less with more heart might be the cure to burnout. Ikigai doesn't ask you to do more. It asks you to do what matters most, again and again. Chapter 9. Ikigai and Community. There's a reason loneliness is considered as deadly as smoking. The Okinawan secret? Moai, a lifelong circle of friends who support each other emotionally and financially. Everyone belongs to a community of care. When someone gets sick, everyone helps. When someone is sad, everyone listens. When someone celebrates, everyone shows up. Ikigai thrives in connection. It's hard to feel alive alone. We are wired to belong. And the book shows us why that might be the most powerful medicine of all. Chapter 10. Ikigai in the Modern World. You don't have to live in Okinawa to live this way. Ikigai is a mindset, not a location. Even in a fast digital world, we can choose to slow down, to do things we love, to give ourselves to something meaningful, to make time for joy, presence, and people. Ikigai might not change your job, but it can change your day. And enough days in alignment? That's a life well lived. Reflective close. So maybe the question isn't, what do I want to be? But rather, what makes me feel alive? Because in the end, life isn't about how long you live. It's about how fully you live each moment. And somewhere, inside your daily routine, in the things you've always loved, in the small joys you keep putting off, your Ikigai is waiting. Outro, custom for Ikigai. If this episode brought you a little closer to your purpose, a little more peace, or even just a deep breath you didn't know you needed, then maybe that's your Ikigai, speaking softly. Here on The Bookkeeper, we explore books that don't just inform, they transform. If you felt something today, imagine what's coming next. So like, share, and subscribe. It truly helps us grow. And tell us in the comments, what's your Ikigai? Until next time, keep reading, keep reflecting, and keep becoming who you were always meant to be. This is The Bookkeeper, signing off.